Yo, what's popping? It's me. Uh, fucking nobody. Welcome to my channel that I use to get things off my chest. I made it when I had Lyme disease and I haven't used it in a very... Okay, this is my channel that I use to just say what's on my mind, and I haven't used it in a very long time. It's because journaling doesn't help and I don't have anybody to talk to and I need to say things out loud. So that's what this is. Recently, I got diagnosed with depression for the first time in my life, which is shocking. That's very surprising. A lot of the times I've talked to like psychiatrists, and I've talked to a lot of psychiatrists. They have always been very surprised at my history of not having depression. And I've been depressed, but I've never had like clinical depression. And they're surprised about that because of the amount of physical and sexual abuse that happened when I was a kid, and the fact that I was fucking homeless for a year and a half when I was a teenager. But all that aside, this way is a really weird way to feel. But I suppose I'll get into the whys and the hows. At the end of December, I was in a car accident. When I was in the ambulance, afterwards, they said I was gonna die. And, spoiler alert, I didn't die. Everyone thought I had like 5 minutes left. I thought I was gonna die. I felt like I was gonna die. And I accepted it. I spent my whole life thinking like, what if this kills me? What if I'm gonna die here? What if this? What if that? And in that moment, there were no what ifs. It was just, yeah, I'm gonna die. That's what's happening. I can't change it. That's okay. And that was, a bit odd, a bit frightening in retrospect, because I didn't die. I survived, but I should have died, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. It's like I was sitting next to a ticking time bomb that had 5 minutes on it, and the 5 minutes counted down, and the bomb didn't go off, and I'm still sitting next to that bomb, and it's not going off. I guess maybe there's a part of me that's convinced that I did die. There's a part of me that's convinced that I should have died, that I'm living on this, like, a term I heard used was borrowed time, but I feel like I'm wasting my time no matter what I do because I was given another chance at life, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's anything supernatural or if it's anything spiritual. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. What the hell was that? Excuse me. Oh, I've been feeling really, really down, really, really sad, and really, really, I guess, depressed. I've been very aimless. I've been feeling like everything that I'm doing and everything I've done is just pointless. I feel pointless as a person. I have no job. I have no friends. I have my fiance and that's it. And when I say I have no friends, I know people will say like, oh, I have no friends, and then they have like people that they could message on Discord in an emergency or something, or they have like people who follow them on fucking Instagram or whatever, or like, they have acquaintances. They have so many friends and they know so many people that they have terms to differentiate those people, like acquaintances, work friends, sort of friends, best friends, my friends, best friends, buddies, pals. You see, I don't have like any of that. And it's not like I never did. I did have friends. And I didn't keep up with anybody, which is my own damn fault. And I tried to reach out to those people last year, and all of them ignored me, which was very sad. A good chunk of them, you have to remember, just don't use the internet anymore. They quit the internet entirely. A couple of the other ones, I just don't think they remember me. I've gone through the whole gambit of what it could possibly be, thinking like, oh, it's because I come across as pretentious, or I am pretentious, or I'm egotistical, or I'm annoying, or I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I've gone through all those things. I've talked about all those things with my therapist, and the more I look, the more I come to find that that's probably not the problem. They just don't remember me because I'm not that interesting and not that important. And there's actually a lot of comfort in that, but it also sucks because I still have no friends, right? Well, that's cool. Yeah, so I have no friends. I have nobody that I could just like reach out to and talk to. The only person that's like on my Discord friends list next to my fiance. Actually, there's two people on my friends list. They're both YouTubers. One of them's very, very popular. The other one is not as he's gonna be popular. But we're not friends. Like, I don't think he really wants to know me. But and I get the feeling like if I tried to be friends with him, right, it would be like this weird assumption that I'm trying to like leech off of him and his success because we're in the same line of work. It's my own fault that I don't have friends, but it still sucks to not have anybody to talk to. I've talked to Suicide Hotline a lot in the last couple months. Another thing with not having friends is I don't have family either. I've never had family, but I did have two family members. I had my mom and I had somebody else who I was very close with. And last summer they committed suicide. So I've been doing great. So they committed suicide, then I got in a car accident where I should have fucking died. And now I feel like all my time spent is wasted. I have nobody to talk about this stuff with. I feel very lost. I feel very trapped. I feel very hopeless. I feel constant despair and dread. I feel no joy. I can't sleep at all. I have so many nightmares. It's insane how many nightmares I have. I can't function day to day. I have a fucking beard. I have a patchy ass fucking beard. I've never had facial hair in my life. I hate it. I hate this. I can't like even take care of myself. Anyways, the only outlet that I have right now, the only outlet in general that I have is to create videos on my YouTube channel, not this fucking one, my actual YouTube channel. And those videos take months to create. They take not days, not weeks. They take months to make. And it's because I'm producing something of really high... I think quality isn't the right word. I think production value is the right word. They're high production value, not quality. I think that's a better way to say it. But whatever, however you want to say it, however you want to describe it, what the fuck? They take a long time to make. And when I finish making a video, what happens is it always gets very underwhelming response and then flatlines. I've spent the longest time just not saying anything about that because why should I complain about that? Who the fuck am I to complain about that? And then I realized like, well, it's my work and I don't feel validated. Maybe I need to talk about it just to get it out loud. So all my videos, they'll like start to do well and then they just flatline within 48 to 52 hours. And they never get another view after that ever again. I have like 11,000 subscribers. Something tells me that that shouldn't be happening. That my video shouldn't be getting like 2,000-ish views and then just dying. And nobody ever looks at it ever again. And that's from months of work. And it's like, oh yeah, boo-hoo, cry me a river, right? Imagine spending 8 months working 12 hours a day on a painting, not just like sitting around and thinking about the painting, like moving your hand, brush strokes, 12 hours a day, just for you to walk outside and someone fucking punches it, just punches a hole through it. And you're standing there with this painting that you worked 8 months, 12 hours a day on. And a guy just walks by and goes, I thought it was pretty cool. It's like, well, now if you complain about the big fucking hole in the middle of it, you're ungrateful for the one person that said that they liked it. It's like this algorithm that punches the video off of recommendations and stops it from being recommended. It makes the positive side of things feel less positive. It makes me less appreciative of the things that I should be appreciative of. And it makes me less validated and feel shittier towards what I created. And there's no winning with it. You like make something to appeal to the quote unquote the algorithm, which is just appealing to people. I don't fucking know why people think this algorithm is this like robotic shadow government. It's not. It really isn't. It feels like it, sure, but it's not. It's people. It's just people. And you make things that people like to see. Thousands of people like to see, and then it gets cut off out of nowhere. It's a bit disheartening. In YouTube Studio, there are these little gray arrows that show up that point down. It's like in Dark Souls when you get fucking killed and then the ganker will point down. It feels like that. But when you see these gray arrows, they're telling you essentially you're not good enough. You need to do things better. And they don't really give you too many tips on what to do or how to do it better. Because you have to figure out all that shit on your own. You're expected to figure that shit out on your own. That's what makes the people who do figure it out on their own successful and what makes them worthy of that success because they figured it out. There is a science to it. There is some sort of fucking weird, like, thing you could do. There's a game you can play with this. People have it figured out. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And it shouldn't be a game. My thoughts are all over the place. I'm sorry, but I wish I could just create something. Let me try to just gather my thoughts. Okay, YouTube has billions of users with a B and millions of YouTube channels. Millions of videos go up every single week. Thousands per minute, I'm pretty sure. Hundreds per minute. So they can't keep using resources to put smaller channels' videos into recommendations all the time. Like one of the only people that I care about just committed suicide and then was in a fucking car accident where I should have died. They said I was gonna die and I didn't. Somehow. Saw someone die in the hospital though. That was interesting. Have nobody to talk to. And I feel like all the work that I do is invalidated because of systems out of my control. And when I don't do work, I feel like a lazy piece of shit. So it's damned if I don't, damned if I do. I think I summed it up really well earlier before I started bitching and moaning about how there's no meritocracy on the internet. Like, ooh, everybody fucking knows that. Get over it. If there's no meritocracy, then play by the fucking game. And then when you don't see... Like, I'm, like, not playing by the rules of the game and then getting, like, upset that I'm not seeing results. And it's like, well, yeah, you're not playing by the rules. What the fuck do you expect? I just wish there weren't rules. Does that make sense? Thank you. It makes no sense. I know. I get it. I'm fucking cringy and annoying. See, I'm being self-aware about myself, so I'm absolving myself of everything and totally not being a pretentious asshole. That was sarcastic. That was someone I love killed themselves. I was in a car accident. I should have died. I didn't. I said I was gonna die. I believed I was gonna die. And then I didn't. And I'm still here. And my time spent is always spent feeling wasted. And I feel very hopeless about the future. And it just keeps getting worse. And I can't sleep. And I can't eat. And I can't do anything. And I want to cut myself really, 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 really bad. But I can't do that. And I have gotten to the point where it's so bad. I have a fucking beard now. And I'm so isolated. I have no friends, and it's my own damn fault. And that's the worst part, is that it's my own damn fault, and I don't know how to make new friends, because for a whole other plethora of reasons. And yeah, self-pity. Woo, very attractive character trait is self-pity. All right, now I'm going to go sit and be with my thoughts and try not to kill myself.